Y'all, what's up, YouTube? I gotta tell y'all, this job hunting thing has got me so emotional. And as y'all can see, I didn't comb my hair. It's okay. I ran the comb, well, not the comb, but the clippy thing through it when I was outside. And, humidity and me laying all over it and stuff. But that's not the point. The point is that this job hunting thing has got me so emotional. I have never, ever, ever, even when I was going through the legal case, I have never been this emotional in my life. And I think the reason why is because I'm at another turning point in my life. I'm at the point where I've been down so much, and when I say down, I mean just the underdog and stepped on everything that you could imagine so much that it's come to the point where, you know, how you take up for somebody else that you see somebody doing something bad to, and you're just like, don't let them talk to you like that. And you grab their hand and you're like, come on, let's go. And usually we take up for other people more than we take up for ourselves. Well, I've been stepped on so much that it's almost like now, you know, I have no choice but to treat myself like that. I will not allow, and it does not matter to me what the consequences are. I mean, of course, there's always fear and change and transition, but I will not allow anyone to treat me like that again, not on a professional level. I will not, I am a soft spoken, nice person, so I will not, I won't like actively try to fight or have an argument, but I will do all my homework ahead of time, and I will not put myself in a position of where I'm going to work for somebody where I know that they are not going to treat me right, where I know in advance they've already told me by the way they treated me, the way they treated the people around them, that they do not give a rat's ass about me, and that they feel free to talk to me any kind of way, about me any kind of way, and it doesn't matter to them, because that's kind of what happened at the last job, and I need people, the job for the legal situation. I think they all treated me with a lot of respect when I came in, but what happened is that they didn't stand up to own up to what they did. I will not deal with people that are cowards, managers that are cowards, which means that you see the right thing being done, or you're doing the right thing, and because somebody is a bully that's underneath you, they can kind of sway you to behave a certain way. I will not deal with that's unprofessional. I will not deal with cowards, because it can cost you. It is a liability, folks. It can cause you, your life and livelihood, and nobody cares about you. The legal system does not care. They know, and they do not care. As soon as they got you in their grasp, it's about the money, and it's about getting a conviction. It doesn't matter how. If you're a sweet, nice person, they play on the sweetness and niceness. Whatever it is, they can. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: if you're ever accused of anything, always speak up for yourself. It's like in the situation that I was in. Had I known, I would have spoken anyways. They told me not to, but when you don't, it makes you appear to be guilty. you know. But then there's also other things into play in my situation too, because it was just me by myself. And, they always throw in the mental health question and that type of thing. And so if you're standing on the leg all alone, and then let's say you decide to go on your own and you don't have anybody to witness how they're treating you, because it all sounds crazy. I had other people come and tell me personally, oh, these people are watching you, this, that, and the other. And I would never have thought that. I wouldn't allow myself to think that, because I was scared that they were going to, try to say I was paranoid or something, But other people were coming. Lawyers were coming to me that had nothing to do with the case. That didn't want to have anything to do with the case, because it's just business to them. But just as human to human, they wanted to let me know, hey, you know. So, I feel, that's why I feel the way that I do, because through so much. And when I think about it, during this whole process, and the process is still ongoing, and I don't know if it'll ever completely end, but through this whole process, I have never, not once, had a legitimate hand to hold. I've done everything, stood it all by myself. I never had once had somebody to say, oh, that's a shitty deal, or whatever. But just recently, I had a situation where nobody would even acknowledge, there's something, the legal system acknowledged it, but they acknowledged it in a way that they didn't care. They said, oh, they know you didn't do it, but it doesn't matter. You probably pissed somebody off. Like it's okay because somebody got pissed off for them to, do that. And, not once the whole ordeal have, even family members, have I had somebody to come to me and say, and just be honest and be like, hey, that's a shitty deal. The other day, I won't say the name of this person, and I'm going to say God works in weird ways, but, in my process of looking for jobs and whatnot, and there's so much irony in it. Some of it I can't speak on. Like they said about when the Cubans were undergoing their thing, there was a book written about it, and it was so horrible. And a Cuban guy told me, yeah, that's really bad, but that's not even all of it. All of it they can't tell because of the emotions that are involved, because they might be sacrificing people that help them. So it's a travesty. But anyways, hearing rats again, y'all, rats. But it's a travesty. I'm gonna tell y'all that God works in very mysterious ways, much like Samuel L. Jackson's character in Matrix. Like I said, not desperate, I hate that word, actively looking for a job. And, just taking whatever it is I can get my hands on because I needed it. As long as, again, the person treated me with respect, it could be the lowest of low jobs. That didn't matter to me. All that matters is a good relationship or a decent relationship with the person that was employing. And I'm going to tell you some phenomenal stuff. I can't even scratch the surface happen. Very phenomenal. But let's see. What was the point of this whole shebang? Yeah. Where one door closes, another opens, and all the miracles in my life. But so anyhow, so I got excited about, and she wanted, the woman that I was working for, she wanted me to, I guess do this documentary thing. Well, not documentary thing, but basically provide like a bio to her, with all these different things. And I'm going to do it. It's just that I've been so busy looking for a job, I haven't had a chance to. And I hope she doesn't think that I'm ungrateful, because I truly appreciated her company, her status in life, even though it was not upper wealthy, high class, but her status in life as a woman being somewhere that I should be at the very least, a woman that's stable, a woman that has the means to be able to hire somebody to do something, for her as a convenience. Oh shit. See, I'm telling y'all, man, rats. It's so much going on here, but I'm trying. That's what I say. But, and so, all day today, like I said, I was recovering all night, the last couple nights, from allergies, just kicking my butt. And then I had the thing of where I think we all get this, where we become to a point where we're just like, am I really that bad? Like nothing's working out. It must not be working out for a reason, and I believe truly in God. And when I say God, I mean a higher power, a higher source. There is really a rat in this drawer. I can hear it. It's squeaking and carrying on. And I'll tell you, one day the drawer was open and I looked over it and I swore I saw the rat, and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna pretend like that was my imagination, because that is just like a horrifying thing. And so it's just so much going on in my life right now. And I'm trying to, and it's like, that is a distraction to me. And I think I think anybody would be distracted by that, But I did have a message to get across. Everything happens for a reason. There is a higher power that is conducting things, much like the character Samuel L. Jackson played in The Matrix. So sometimes if you are a person of good spirit, kind heart, open mind, sometimes the rat is really getting it on. And I know sometimes y'all can hear it, because I heard it when I went back and listened to one of the videos. You can actually hear the like squeaking and thumping. So whenever you see me looking around, that's why I'm looking. And if you listen real carefully, you could probably hear the rat yourself, scratching and carrying on. But there is a higher force in our lives. There is someone, something, some force that is greater, much like, and is conducting our lives, much like Samuel L. Jackson helped out Neo in the Matrix. And because there's times when it just seems like life is just happening and you're just rolling along and you're not sure which way you're going, but somehow you happen to be going the right way. That's what's happening. It seems like you're going the wrong way, but you're just rolling along. You're rolling along because that's where it's leading you, and that's where you're going. So where I am in my life right now is absolutely where I'm supposed to be. It may not seem glamorous to some. It is not a place in my life where anyone would look at it and say, wow, I admire her, or I want to aspire to be that, or wow, she has it together. Because by worldly standards, you know, and me looking through worldly eyes, I don't have jack, I don't have shit. But I know that there's something better, and I know because it's too many coincidences, too many things that I have absolutely no control and power over, that somehow, some way comes together to work for me. Now, like I said, overcome those allergies all that time. Stuff that I said I was going to do for this person. People actually on Moco have been asking for me to do certain things, and on the up and up, computer stuff and stuff like that. And then, I had this interview. She was just so happy to interview me based on the resume, and I was thinking to myself that resume was garbage. But she called me, and she wanted to initially schedule the interview for today, but I said I wanted to hold off because I wanted to create like this original thing so that she could have something to look at and be impressed. But employers, I guess, don't have time for that, because in the process of me doing that, which took me a long time to do because I was fighting with this other employer, um, they hired someone else. But she showed a lot of respect for me and saying, I will keep your resume, which is a standard thing that they say. But the way that she said it, and the way that she interviewed me, and the way that she submitted her information, it made me feel like, if nothing else, that employer respected me. Okay, so and I was disappointed by that because I was getting all excited. I prayed about it this morning. I put notes on every Moco page that I had for everybody else to pray for it. But sometimes things weren't meant to be. And she was nice about it. The other employer is contacting me back, but it's just like, I've been through so much with that employer. It's just ridiculous. I got to take care of me. I've been hurt too many times, and I've given the benefit of doubt to too many people just because of titles, just because, just giving the benefit of the doubt. Again, the underdog, treating them as if they're the underdog and giving them the benefit of the doubt. But it comes to a point where, just like I have to be responsible, for me not stepping up to the plate and just saying, okay, bam, I'm gonna be there at the interview right now. They have to be responsible for their actions. I can't keep allowing myself to be walked on like that. That doesn't mean that I'll be aggressive. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be vindictive. What it means is simply that I'm just going to respectfully decline and say, hey, I'm giving you 100% my best. I'm giving you my best personality, my best professionalism, my best work. And and if I'm not giving the best, I don't feel comfortable coming and presenting myself. But I have come and present myself, and I gave you the best that I had. I know y'all hear that, but it's really scratching. But I gave you the best that I had to offer. I gotta get out of here. I see, and this is so bad. But anyways, let me continue. I gave you the best that I had to offer, and and then you treat me like garbage. I didn't deserve that, and I made sure, that I didn't deserve that, because I made sure that I put on, my happy face, my good spirit, And if you're basing on naivety, which I do exude a lot of naivety, I do admit that, then that's not right. If I'm coming in with a good attitude to work and so forth. And I'm sorry that the rat took up most of this video, but I'm gonna record the next one.